Welcome back. In the previous video, we talked about how new node over here gets repeated, both times in append and prepend. And as we create more methods on our linked list, we're going to have to constantly say new node, value equals value, next null. And usually we want to keep things dry. That is, do not repeat yourself in code. In many implementations of linked list, you'll see something like this, where new node is actually another class. For example, I can create a new class here, and this is how object-oriented programming usually works. We have classes that interact with other classes to create our programs. So you'll see a lot of implementations of linked lists that have class of node, and this node is going to have a constructor that takes a value, and this value will have this dot value equals to value. It's going to have this dot next equal to null, just like that. So that way, instead of us saying constant new node and creating this new node every time, I can just say every time that I want to create a new node, we can say let or const new node equals to new node and then the value. So every time we have a new node, we just instantiate what we call create and run this new node class that creates a node for us with a value property and a next property. So you might prefer using this syntax, but because I find this can get a little bit confusing, especially if you're not used to classes, I'm going to just keep things the way they are because, well, I think it's easier to read. And as you saw, it's fairly easy to implement if you want to do that on your own. Okay, just a quick segue. Let's get back to finishing our linked list in the next video. Bye-bye.